Hello, everybody. If it's Wednesday, it's Warhammer, and that means another episode of Weekly Warhammer. With me, as always, is my co-host with the Mo-o-ost, Brendan. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, enemies.
Super duper. We're going to kickstart this week by talking about our picks of the week. Brendan, do you have a pick of the week for me?
So, for my pick of the week is this little-known show. Recently found it about Age of Sigmar. It's called Warhammer Weekly. They have their show on Wednesday, so they're competing against us. So maybe watch their VOD later. They're new. They're relatively unheard of. So go over there, send them a like, subscribe. They cover a lot of different topics, but it's all Warhammer. So that's pretty neat.
That's a fantastic shout out, Brendan. Thank you so much for that. We always try to help out other smaller channels as we can. For my pick of the week, I'm going to go ahead and recommend Outdoors. Literally just Outdoors. There's so much drama these days about armies being trash tier or OP with nothing in between. Sometimes it's important to remember that there's a world outside of tiny plastic soldiers and that you should go enjoy it. Maybe hug a loved one. Remember that you're human. Maybe go to a gardening center and just kind of sniff flowers and hang out and enjoy what it means to be human. So that's my pick of the week, and thank you so much for yours, Brendan. I'll leave links to those in the description down below. First for Warhammer Weekly, if you're into indie shows, and then also instructions on how to go outside and be a functioning member of society. But now we're going to turn our attention to the main subject of tonight's show, and that is the new Nighthaunt battletome. Brendan, high level, give me your thoughts on the Nighthaunt.
My favorite thing about this new Nighthaunt book is the cover art. They really knock it out of the park. It's a top 5 cover art, all of Warhammer. Period. Plain and simple. Way better. So much better than the last cover art this Nighthaunt book had.
Fantastic analysis there. Yeah, I know that it seems to be that a lot of people's personal self-worth and their enjoyment of the hobby is tied up in cover art. So I think it's definitely important that we focus on that, absolutely. Moving now from talking about the most important things about a battletome, which is the cover art, into the actual units and to how it plays, I have to say my choice for unit is going to be Thorns of the Briar Queen, because never has one Warhammer Underworlds unit performed so well, so shockingly, so sexily upon the tabletop as to define an entire faction. You've heard the saying that all are Nagash, Nagash is all, but I have to say the Briar Queen is giving him a run for his money. Brendan, over to you. Are there any units that you think people should absolutely be scared of?
In terms of units, I think now it's not a unit in the book, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. Mourngulls. You're gonna want to buy 4 Mourngulls like tomorrow. Best unit in Nighthaunt, hands down. 4 Mourngull lists are gonna be top tables, just everywhere. You are not gonna believe how many people are suddenly gonna own lots of Mourngulls.
I think that's very well said. Absolutely. Whenever a new battletome comes out, when we have the leaks, which inevitably come like a day or two before the actual book is released and we can all actually see the rules, it does seem to be that people have been holding, several hundreds of dollars in their bank account for leak buys. And by that I mean things that we don't actually know if they're good, but someone on the internet at one point said they were good, so you should probably buy 4 of them, and I can't think of a better use of coin than what you just mentioned. But let's move away from specific units, right? Let's put them into context of an army. Brendan, are there any strategies that you can see working for Nighthaunt in the future?
Now, obviously, we don't have the book in hand for Nighthaunt, so we're all just operating off the leaks for it, and it's interesting to see, some of these different units come and go and the strength and power that comes with them. One of the things that's very interesting about the Chain Rasp unit is it's no longer Bravery 10, even with the unit champion. They're Bravery 8, and a lot of you would think, why? Hold on, it's a great thing. Low Bravery lulls your opponent into a false sense of security that they're going to be able to battle shock that unit off. And because of that, Chain Rasp, dark horse in that book.
I think that's fantastic. Another way that the Nighthaunt have a fantastic strategy for winning awards at events is through soft scores, which are all of the literal rage over on Twitter right now. And that is to say that a Nighthaunt army can be basically spray primed white, given a wash, and you can win best painted because they really are the toddlers faction for that. Just bust out your Nighthaunt collection, flip open your bottle of Nihilok Oxide, and you got yourself a trophy. When you combine soft scores and major events, obviously you can tell this is going to be a formidable force. And that'll do it for the week. I think we've mentioned all of the interesting notes regarding the Nighthaunt Battletome. Thank you so much, Brendan, for hanging out with us today, and we'll catch you next time in Weekly Warhammer.